Here we have a fantastic example of a Neve 542 console. This particular one is owned by Tayte Nickols, who is MPG's Breakthrough Producer of the Year 2024 and also a very close friend. He's brought this to me to do some work to it so we can make it usable in a recording studio. Whoa, we're going to mess with a Rupert Neve console. We're going to mess with a Neve console, absolutely, because these 542s have all the hallmarks of a fantastic console. They have the stepped gain, they have the transformer inputs, they have the inductor EQ, they have the wonderful faders, but fundamentally they're really a broadcast type console, 12 inputs, 2 outputs, so not very good in a recording studio, which is a shame because the actual electronics are ideal for a recording studio. So that's what we're going to change. So the changes specifically we need to make, having a think about what do we really need from a studio console. The first thing is direct outputs. If we can get 12 in, 12 out, then we can really start cooking on gas, as it were. And that's going to be our first priority. We're going to look at the channel strips and we'll find a really useful point to just take a tap that won't alter the sound anyway, bring that out to an additional daughter board, which will be on every single channel, and that will have a converter on it that will do the conversion to a balanced output. We'll also ideally want inserts. So again, we're going on that same daughter board, we're going to have a system that converts from unbalanced to balanced and sends that out, and has a balanced input converting back to unbalanced so that we can add that into the circuit. Now, unlike the tap for the direct out, that is going to cut into the circuit. So what we're going to do with that instead is add an extra switch and put it on a relay. So we'll be able to switch the inserts in and out with a little switch, and when they're out you've got the pure original signal path, and when you press that button you can bring your outboard in, which is a great extra feature and lets you retain the original path should you have any need for it. So let's have a look about where I'm going to put all this stuff. So we're not going to mess with this front panel, it's too pretty. But luckily for us, on the back, let's see if I can rotate this around carefully, is this wonderful black expanse here. Now, some have meters in this place, but in our case we don't have any meters, which is useful. We just have this piece of metal, which I've obviously already unscrewed, which is ideal playground for adding our sockets. So what we'll do is add on each channel a switch, small switch, push switch, similar to the black round ones, will be in keeping, and send and return jack sockets, TRS balanced of course. And over this side we're going to have some D-subs, D-sub 25, which has become the current standard really for recording, and those will bring our channels out onto balanced D-sub standard format, so you're able to plug that straight into your recording gear without any messing about. The nice thing about this as well is that all our loom will exist behind here in one location. We don't have to mess with the desk. There's reduced chance of any noise. Any wiring will fit to the back of this tidily. It'll be neat and it'll look like it's supposed to be there, in keeping with the actual desk. Now, when it comes to the channel strips themselves, and I mean, let's just take a moment to admire this. How beautiful are these? Fantastic little screened input transformers. There's the inductor for our EQ. I love these polyester caps. They're a favourite of mine, of course. Look at that layout. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, and of course the fader. Look at that fader. Oh, it's so lovely. And luckily, look at the space we have here. It's a huge space where there's not really anything going on. That's brilliant. So we can build our little board. It'll fit here, and we'll fit it with a socket as well, so that if you need to remove this, obviously it'll unplug and be able to unplug our daughter board and do whatever you need to do to the unit if you ever need to recap it or do any work to it, or remove the daughter board and return it to original. So that wire will then go down here, come out to the back panel. So again, very easy to remove the whole loom. You could take all the sockets out, take the loom out, and it's just replace that. That's our plan. That's our plan, and I'm very excited for it. Now, obviously, we're going to have some additional features as well, but we'll come back to those in future. We've got some blanking ports down here, which might have some master inserts, additional headphone outs. We'll have a little think about that in a future episode. So there we go, very excited by the prospect of doing this. It's not every day I get to work on a really cool desk that I have a personal love for. I've worked on many amazing desks, SSLs and DDA and all sorts of things. But I particularly like this one because I think it's a really good platform for adding these features while keeping the original awesomeness, really. I hope Tate likes it when it's done. I can tell you this, it's going to take longer than he wants it to. Sorry, Tate. It just is, because we're going to do this right. So that's how that has to be, because I won't cut a corner on something like this. But the outcome should be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm starting to get parts in. I've got prototype circuit board designs, and yeah, I can't wait. We'll keep you posted. Watch this space for more amazing conversions.